Hello, it is a very mid-morning stream by this point, and I haven't slept yet, so it's not gonna be a very long stream, but I had work to do and it went really, really sluggishly because I'm very tired from working. Which means that I just get slower and slower over time. But hey, everybody needs money to live on. And I really wanted to do something fun instead, like bloodlines. Bloodlines are always fun, especially when you're kind of feeling meh about a lot of it. Hello, Hexaman! It's so weird for me. What is the... How many hours is the difference? It's not 12, is it? Come on, game! I got some gaming to do. Okay, the last time... Oh, yeah, okay. That is... That's like 8 PM for you. No, to UK. From Australia. I'm trying to determine what is time. Also, fun fact, Monster Mash from last session that all time is an illusion that played... Hey, my door! Don't get to close the door while I'm speaking. That played in the diner is honestly blocked in Belarus and Russia, which made my videos blocked in Belarus and Russia, and I'm like, what? It's 9 AM in UK.
Not even a knock? I could have been undressing. And who knows what I would have had to do to you. You're here to see Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria, aren't you?
I'm wondering, did they ever actually undress in that room? I'm pretty sure that they do it in the bathroom, because the last time I think they were having a fight in... Maybe they were having a fight here, but they had the door locked. This door locks! Why do you care if I knock? My character does not have a knocking interaction. I do need to see the rest.
Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something?
Don't know why, but just the thought of people kissing ass is actually quite... It's a weirdly satisfying idea. I would rather discuss this with Therese.
Oh, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
I'm not giving it to anyone but Therese.
You're not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
No.
She's always belittling me.
You are now acting like
favorite.
Twitter.
She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
I don't know what she originally wore. I miss everything outside of her breast area and her face. I don't know why. Could be because her outfit specifically attracts attention there. I understand, but I still can't give it to you.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
I'm sorry to hear that, but I really need to give it to Therese.
Fine, you hold on to it.
You really are a Twitter
That
person.
big spooky place for my darling sister. How about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
That entirely depends on what it
Do you
is.
know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monica.
Especially when they're that round. I mean, they are underneath the dialogue box, but...
Don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't
Wonder if she's wearing a double bra.
So I need some brilliant young
Because
upstarts
with double
to
bra,
support
you
them.
can get extra lift. Well... What do?
I promise this won't take long.
I
Take
don't
this
want to flirt
Give
with
the
her,
pains
just in
the
case
gallery
Therese
good
will
slashing.
take an
Don't get
issue
caught,
with it in
and
the
don't
last
turn it into a
confrontation.
massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
Alright, I'll go slash the
I'm
paintings.
sure Therese will be thrilled
I have
to honor
not
your
done
agreement
this
when
one
you
in
get
a while.
back. But in the meantime, get to the museum
So I
and
may as
ruin
well do
those
it.
paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long.
Maybe they both like different bras. Be back soon, goodbye. I need to investigate your outfit closer.
Have fun, Declan.
That's... Even from side view, that's very full. Like, you would expect this bob side to be as prominent as it is because they are pushed together. Because if you lift hard and you push hard from the side, you can get that effect. But the side is also very full. Do you wear padded bra? I mean, even underneath business wear, Therese's clothes look very shapely on her, so you can't say that her figure is bad, but I'm not entirely sure that I ever saw a real-life bob that was entirely round on both sides naturally without an implant or something. And, I think that they were dead for long enough to not have implants. Like... She does have big breasts, that would be D at least, but it's so round. I mean... This is also a very busty model. I cannot do, I'm having trouble comparing in-game people to real people. Is that what the museum is at? I forget. I always expect her to, like, ambush me and be like, oh my god, is that you? Just because it's the exact same model. Oh great, I think my blood buff got stuck at some point. Never mind. We're cool with this. Okay, that's... These two will complete with Therese. That's slashing the paintings. Okay, we don't have any quests that we can complete immediately outside of the one that's like right next to our house. Oh, wow. I did not think that she was that old. Like, I would have expected last century, but not like 1800s. I don't know why. Would have thought start of 1900s, maybe. This is obviously the wrong apartment, but I'm gonna take your murder axe for reasons. I bet LaCroix will love the fact that I broke into a crime scene and took the murder weapon. That's definitely not incriminating when it comes to me. That's just kind of thing that you just do sometimes.
How many boats do you own, Vigo?
2. Actually 3. One is shop.
I
Yeah, they don't act like they're as old as they are, and don't know if that sentence makes sense, considering that LaCroix is supposed to be like 300 years old, but he acts as if he doesn't know how to lead.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta head downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss.
You guys stashed anything around here? I just like looted a fire axe from a different house. Is he? I thought he was closer to this. It's 300. Oh, cool. Somebody's spare key. Well, after I already broke in. Hey, favor. It's come to our attention that a vial of werewolf blood has made it into the hands of the local tabloid. You know what? That vial of werewolf blood is being kept in the hospital. I will retrieve it, but I will not give it to LaCroix. We'll try and use it on the gargoyle later. I'm gonna Google Napoleon's army when. 1830. Oh, he's younger than I thought he was, by like a whole 100 years. Though I'm acting as if that excuses his behavior. Like, here I am at the age of 28, using common sense. And I'm like, ah, it makes sense that he can't lead. He's only 200 years old.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you are committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
It's all like, where is the least concentration of elders? Send me there, please. I wanna be the senior man. I am a senior citizen, don't you know, kids? Now, the way you said that, it was so commanding.
Well, Missy, that's just a natural response that people have to someone in my kind of position. The risk, the prestige, the authority. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Wanna know a secret? Power is a real turn-on for me.
Yeah, you know, you'd be surprised how often I hear that in this line of work.
I am surprised.
You know, women just can't get over the uniform.
Oh, don't stop talking.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, if I continue to engage you in conversation, it's a violation of Code 613.
How about we get to know each other right now? To know each other better, right? God damn it, I would be such a bloody bad thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, ignore them. But it is annoying because sometimes they join my stream and I've had some, like, pretty bad streams where I would have, like, no viewers at all. And that's fine. You don't... Did I actually... Wow, I can break this. Wow! No way! Oh, that's so cool. I never knew about this. But... Hello, Bevan Velour. Yeah, I know, but as I was saying, sometimes I have, like, really bad streams. And, I would have streams with, like, no viewers or anything. But that is fine. The video will still get some views on, like, YouTube. And I enjoy what I do, so I don't mind. And then a friggin' bot arrives, especially on days when I'm, like, doing pretty okay, honestly. I'm not complaining. And they're just like, hey, would you like some viewers? It's like, so what? So you get to feel better about yourself because a whole bunch of AI is watching? I don't actually see how that makes any sense. I would love for some light in here. Is there some light in here? Guys, do you have a light switch? Oh, Thank God. I'm gonna be a nice person. I'm not gonna touch the charity money. Don't wanna be mean. As I said, I absolutely suck at being a mean person. Here's me trying to piece together what happened when. I am kind of feeling bad about ruining artwork. I actually really like artwork. But at the same time, this is a museum exposition of exactly 4 paintings? That doesn't seem right. I like how my character is just like, let me walk to a corner slowly. This is fine. As long as you're not a Toreador in real life, it is fine. Though I am amazed that your character doesn't like start crying. What? The hell? How do you even do this in this one? Like, it seems like its main thing is that it drains blood from you, but also it feels immortal. Yeah, but it takes no damage. That's my thing. Feels like some sort of puzzle. Don't know if I understand it. Okay, what if I just hide here and obfuscate? Oh, okay. Okay, this puzzle is best undertaken with a pea shooter, I guess. Screw me! Whoever made this mod was like, you know what? Original Bloodline's not good enough. Jesus, even then! Look at this immortal! You deal with this shit, Snaky Poo! Come on. Snaky Poo, that's not dealing with this shit, that's running away scared. You think I have one? My poor Snaky Poo. I'm sorry. They scared you. Or some big meanies. Makes me want to take their money, but I'm nice. I'm just a snack lady now. La Sombra's penalty was so annoying. And I think one of the Tzimitzi penalties, I think it was the old clan, was that they have to like return to their haven often or else bad things happen. So that sounds like a very bad penalty. And then this one is just like, oh yeah, you practically can't sneak. And I'm like, okay. Not something that I normally know. This might have been a bad idea. Yeah, that was definitely a bad idea, considering that there was just a guy like walking right towards me, and I was just like probably while holding eye contact as well, and going, oh yeah, you were walking shit. I wanted to pump out some more blood from his veins. My weakness is that whenever I get into a lie, I am more visible. Even if I'm in obfuscate. So, being around light bulbs drops your stats. For sneaking, I think. Penalty to sneaking and obfuscate, depending on illumination. So, like, literally, who cares? Just don't... Who needs to sneak? Why would I need to sneak? I don't violate the masquerade and I can take every single thing head on. I don't need to sneak, I'm good. Very good. Good boy. An experience. Fine persuasion. So that's 9 and that's 12. Persuasion 7. Hello, Fat Pal. I want my persuasion not as high as possible. Seduction being high would also make sense. I'm gonna be trying to reunite them at the right time.
What were you thinking?
About...
The museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
I did not steal your money! But...
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture. But nothing's changed.
I did not steal your money!
Succumb to Jeanette's influence like
and
all
I
the
still
others.
have your
But how
trinket!
dare you?
It's very twinkly. I didn't do it, I swear.
Don't lie to me. Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
I swear I didn't do it. I even brought you the item from the ocean house here.
Excellent. I'll take that. However, Jeanette claimed you did it for her.
If you take off her jacket,
you've acted decently.
are her boobs really any different shapes than Jeanette's? That is the question. Oh, I'm sorry, you were asking me a question? I was evaluating your breasts. Yes.
There's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
Excuse me, can everybody be nude for a while? I need to figure out the model. But that would remove the bra and therefore would be pointless. Well, for you, I would be happy to. I don't like calling people the most powerful kindred because that feels very butt-kissy, but I would just give off flirtatious vibes wherever I go.
I made recent threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me.
My question is,
Explained that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner.
could they actually like threaten one another? Like, because if you set fire to your sheets, that is your that is still
Wait for her
you.
in the back booth, near the phones.
I know. If only we were playing in True VR and I could just be like, and they would be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Measuring your model." If the Baron of Santa Monica wants her sister back, I will get her sister back.
For all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her her trespasses. I did sire her after all. Please, be quick about it.
I would like to. I wonder if Jeanette thinks that she sired Therese. Is Therese the primary personality? How does this work? How did they come to that agreement? I mean, there's only one body. I need to know. It's not optional. I absolutely need to know. Thanky thonks, big things, big brain time. Right. Well, we can go off here first. I was like, we need to break into the hospital at some point. If only the writers wrote more. Imagine just like running after the person that wrote this and going, I need to ask some very important questions. Does Jeanette and Therese wear different bras? It's absolutely a must that I know this. Do they wear different bras? Oh no, this video will be blocked in Russia again. Excuse me guys, just vomiting out a snake in here? Like, my own snake is cock blocking me. Come on, snake. Go further. Go further. I will hide in here for a little while. I don't really like dying. I mean, it can be okay, but it's not my favorite. You guys okay with another snake, right? I don't know whether I would like to fight people that are vomiting out snakes. It just kind of seems like not a thing that you might want to do. Excuse me, I'm kind of... No. Bad. Don't do that. Don't just murder me. That's very unfair. No, I'll just need to feed off the other guy. Come on, Snake AI, do your thing. Snake AI, this is not doing your thing. This is standing very still. This is actually blocking my way. We're gonna do this together, Snakey Poo. Right? Because if I don't get blood from this man, then I will have to go and get blood out of the person that just saw me vomit out 3 snakes. I don't think he's gonna tell the police. Do you think he's gonna tell the police? Because I don't think that he's gonna dare. Ah, oh good! I wonder if he changed the radio station just for the fight.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to make sure it never happens again. got that. We'll take care of it. She's crazy! Help!
Right. Well, you guy handle the police. Tell that the person that vomited out 3 snakes has done it. I'm sure that they'll believe you. Doesn't sound weird at all. And I will handle you, honeys, in just a second after. Just after I just get my werewolf blood back from, like, the bank. I'd rather it sat nice and cozy in my inventory than it did in the bank. It's not doing anything in the bank. It could be doing nothing in my pocket instead, where I would feel a lot better about it. I don't suppose I could just persuade the policeman that, like, I have a business here. Oh shit, he just... Ask questions later, shoot first, I suppose. Excuse me, I'm just off grade climbing. But Jesus Christ, my man, that's not a good way of conducting business, okay? CS door. CSI. Doors. Unlock. CS cabinet. Unlock. Ah, what a great security system. As you can see, I'm very visible. I cannot sneaky at all. That's reception. Don't feel a need to be there. Excuse me, that camera's making me uncomfortable because it can see me robbing. Don't like it. Thank you for waiting patiently while I broke into here. I don't mind me, I'm just leaving. And then they will probably try to pursue me, and then I will just disappear into the sewers for a while to drop off police from not that shootout that I was in, but no, for breaking into the hospital to steal some meds. That's a very vampire thing to do. It did say that I had a criminal violation, yet I see no cops. It's not a masquerade violation either. Suppose I'm fine to go. That guy was like, filling out reports is not my job. I'll let somebody else take care of that. I can't really get any more persuasion than what I already have. Can get an extra point of seduction. Oh, wow. Yeah, Narba, I'm awake so late. What did it say? Honey? We good? Did you get stuck? I know that there's a door over there. We have gotten through this. So Therese was the original personality, got it. Yep. Oh, that was kind of obvious. Let's try and do this again and maybe not get stuck. I'll save right outside their door this time. Just in case they start staring off into the distance for forever. The thing is, their sire is the exact same. Okay, finally, there we go.
I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seem promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now, I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any
This
credit
is
for
the
anything,
first
Therese.
time that she was so negative towards me.
Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
What's going on here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So
Yeah,
unclean.
Jacob
Dear
Assal was
sister.
in
Or
Beckett's
should I say
diaries.
Daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he don't finish that.
What do you think
sentence,
is
or you're dead.
Jeanette's take on this? Like, what do you think Jeanette thinks? There's 6th gen? No way! Then again, we're only like 8th. Like, we're very high.
Had his way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became.
I don't think
spiteful.
we had
You
enough
didn't hear it?
persuasion.
Night after night, always the obedient daughter until. Shut up! Just shut up!
Stop it.
That's right, Jeanette. No one wants to hear your lies. I was the good girl. You were the wicked one. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me, taking care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise.
I'm
Is that
now
right? If
thinking.
it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember?
Yeah,
You
but
tried
there's
to
like
stop me, but I
no
refused.
blue lines at all, and this is the
And brought you
anti-tribu
into
mod.
it so
I
that we
think
could
they
stay
might have made
together.
it more difficult.
Obviously, you've forgotten.
I'm just thinking, do you remember X from LA by Night? Wasn't it heavily implied that, that Therese embraced him? And there's no such thing as 7th gen in V5. How did they even handle that?
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal.
They've really
Up against
made
anything
a
that'll take you in for the night.
big mess with this whole franchise.
The hand that fed you. Therese will never let you live. You disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved
I
me.
don't know
was a
what I
good girl.
did, but I actually
always did what I was
upset
told.
Therese.
You always hated that he loved me.
Because she started with, you know, oh, the sister obviously influenced you. What happened to father?
He was always good to father, but Jeanette made him miserable. Over the years, it all became too much for him. I think she broke his heart, so he killed himself right in our room. Killed himself? Therese. He placed his finger on the trigger once you blew his mind all over the silly clown wallpaper.
To be fair, they keep on trying to like hold stakes very high.
He was angry at you. You drove him to drink.
And
he was in torment. As I recall, he died with a
when you're perpetually in near apocalypse mode, you have to retcon the apocalypse to get the new editions going. And if I remember, several like went full down apocalypse mode of like, everyone's with this plague and like everyone's blood is weakening, woo, and now everyone's like, thin bloods, woo. I can't believe you killed your own father, Therese.
The police sure did.
They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me.
Enough! Don't say another word about that.
So sweet, sister.
Is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come.
Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology?
A love letter?
Yeah, but in this mod you can actually like recruit named NPCs so we can like see their sheets. Give me the gun.
I should turn this on you next, but I won't. Without Jeanette's assistance. Tom, you're no threat. I'll call off the feud if that will get you out of my city.
Why are you so angry with me, Miss Bitch? What did I do? Don't remember doing anything to you.
The oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him that one condition of a truce is that he help you. Our business then is finally complete. What you witnessed here.
So, if you're suffering from multiple personality disorder, the solution to that is to shoot yourself. Apparently it helps. I'm not too sure I recommend. But nobody's a Camarilla clan in here. I understand. Goodbye. I will still visit your club and drink free and blood dolls. By the way, I kind of live here. Well, I mean, not in her club, but literally in this town. LaCroix was nice enough to give me a literal hole to crawl into. Do you think my sire had any property? Because, screw me, my sire was 7th gen apparently. If I'm 8th, he had to be pretty high up the pecking order. Like, this game is just playing with some pretty big gens. See, I had 7 and I got no persuasion lines at all. Yeah, we're kind of neighbors. I didn't want to tell you that. Like, we exist very close by. I always try, I rarely succeed. I mean, I think in the regular game you only need 6 persuasion and not to flirt with Jeanette, which I didn't do. But then Therese was still like, Jeanette and you were conspiring against me, and I'm like, what? Where did this come from?
Look who finally
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Thought you'd never find me, did you, sweetheart?
You knew I was looking for you?
I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted. Ah, so you're who I'm waiting on.
Oh, and from their
Someone
sheet,
must have faith in
Jeanette
you,
and Therese have dominate.
That, or they want you out of the picture. Interesting choice either way.
You must be Bird from
The
Tongue.
one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling.
You know, now that I think about it, they have like issues with weak blood, right? They have issues with thin bloods. And then here's Sebastian LaCroix going off to kill a 7th gen and trying to get rid of 8th gen. You would think that they would be like, this blood is a gemstone. We should never give it up because we're kind of causing our own doom here. But they're like, no, that person's threatening me because they're higher generation than me and I'm a scared little bubba. You do?
News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
Well, that's great. So you know I'm obviously alive because I'm standing here.
You did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
I need to get to that warehouse for Mercurial.
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The
What was that
supplies, low-life
about?
Humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
Right, but can you get me inside?
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down. Alright, I guess.
I wanted to ask
Come
him
back
some
when you're ready to go.
questions.
But don't be too long, fledgling. This isn't really something we planned around your schedule.
Yeah, well, I have my own shit to do, like...
You ready to go?
I can only have questions when I'm back. Fine. Have questions later. I wanted to ask him about any of the unofficial anti-tribu clans. I don't know if I can even do that, but I don't remember if I tried. I remember that this place had like a couple extra people here and there, but like nothing super much. Excuse me. I'm surprised that the dude doesn't like fall with my weight on him. Like your victims go numb and limp, they don't turn into stone. Oh, my character's like, whatever, while I'm killing you from blood loss, your legacies will surely not give out. Why would that ever happen? Let us be able to shapeshift into a snake. I'm gonna try our snake powers.
This must be my lucky day. I'm going to enjoy you.
What's a pretty thing like you doing here?
Don't be shy, sugar. Trust me, you'll like it.
I have no doubt the pleasure will be mutual. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright, excuse me. I was just going. You can... Your boss was fine with this. You have a fat ass. Thank you, guys. Okay, so, We can do this without violence. Violence is optional. I wanna see myself. Oh, there we go. Excuse me, there's just a snake on the loot. Don't mind me. I understand why people say that the snake form is like really good. Apparently it makes you immune to gunfire as well. No, that's just normal. That's just everyday living in here, man. To be fair, I do shrink when I become a snake. Don't mind the vampire running past. You can't have vampire snakes in your neighborhood. Oh, are you saying that you don't dig vampire snakes? That doesn't appeal to you as a real estate option? Just go to a place with vampire snake? Oh, my ring. You just want to live around werebears. Excuse me, guys. Who else is trying to shoot at me? The only thing is that this is so, like, off-center that it's hard to figure out where you're spitting. I heard that most of them are depressed though, but that might just be werewolves. I think it's something about Mother Nature dying. I don't know. Never tried to. One person's like, oh, it's very powerful if you spam like the melee and the range button. I'm like, it has a melee button? What do you mean it has a melee button? Nope. At least it's failing defeat attempts. My poor man was not expecting a snake. Excuse me, I just wanted to refill my blood. I was looking for some extra people. You do look tasty though, I'm gonna give you that. doesn't cost that much to be a snake as well. One of the things about La Sombra is that all of the abilities were very pricey. But at the same time, really OP, because the last one, like, makes you outright fly. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. Idiot. This way. Come on. Out of the everything explodes range, please. Don't fancy getting blown up. Also, a tiny tidbit, I managed to get somebody to say that my book should come with a warning. The occult books that I've written. Are you just cowering in there? Because I got a message. You are just cowering in there. Aw, Bunny, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna let you live. It's fine. Because they were like, oh, I was just reading your book. And it's unusual for me to dream. And after reading your book, I went to sleep and I had a dream that Satan was offering a pact to me. You should tell people that it opens a portal to demons. It's highly unusual and I'm very concerned. And it's like, dude, why? Jesus Christ. My book does not open a portal to demons, but I suppose if I got a negative review stating, oh, this book has opened the portal to demons, that would make it very attractive for some people. Shit! Excuse me, guys. I'm busy being stunned right now. Hope I can use. Yep, I can use doors. Do not dare run away! I'm spitting at you in here. I'm not very good with directions. Is there anyone else in here? Don't think that there is, honestly. I thought that maybe if there was like some guy. I know what, screw it. That little cowrie girl, you're not gonna die, but I would like my 3 blood points back. Excuse me! I don't know why you are in this place. You might want to run. It will be harder to run now that I have deprived you of blood, but I kind of really need that. So like, maybe don't explode. Maybe like find your way out. Like going right now might be the best option. I understand that you're stunned and can't move, but that sounds very much like not my problem. So I will not take responsibility for your murder. I'm sorry.
Arming explosive.
Big Boom has been armed. At least this game makes it clear, I mean, this mod, that, this is a gangrel and not just some random werewolf, because the original model for this thing was a bit... Also, the reason why everything is going so smooth here is because, I got stuck having blood buff on me, which is a known issue with this mod, and I can't really take it off. So, we just have permanent super strength. I'm not gonna complain about. Who would complain about having permanent super strength? Not me. That's who. Excuse me guys, I'm a bit lost. Which way is home? Well, not that way. Imagine sending this numpty to do your explosive job for you, and then they're like, ha, I set the explosives off and then I got lost, so I kinda blew up, sorry. Oh, that would be so annoying. You're like, I'm just gonna close on the door handle and whoop, it fall off. God damn it. Goodbye, door.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
It's more my throat work, considering that I spat on everybody as a snake. But that's kind of gross, so you don't really need to know about that. I don't know why I'm telling you. What the, are you a werewolf?
Not experienced much in the creatures of the night, are you? For future reference, you might keep in mind that werewolves aren't in the habit of introducing themselves.
Oh, so they already act like they know you. Got it. So like, if I ever meet a werewolf, they're gonna be like, what up, bro? And not like, hello, my name is Bob. Totally understand. Who are you and why have you been following me?
I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
I wonder if Beckett is ashamed of his first name, which is Cuthbert, because he never uses it. He always introduces himself with his last name. And I'm taking my writer's alias and not my real name. That would be as if I walked up to someone and was like, my name is Wake. Oh yeah, it's just gonna be going everywhere like, what up, bro? I saw Gus at the local hotel.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
Are you confused with doors? It does make a funny noise. No, I don't know why it's doing that. But now Pumpkin wants to investigate too. We're gonna have a front door inspection as well, and our front door is a bit fat by this point, and I don't know why that happened as well. Well, now they're gonna do a yearly one. I don't know. We just got an email that they're doing a yearly one. No. They changed the regulations. Every apartment door has to be fire regulation compliant. Please don't vomit on everything, hun. Everyone's investigating my door right now. Oh, I met some kindred on the beach. They didn't seem like kindred.
Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred. Hence the name, Thin Blood. A they are sired, same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
A tiny bit of paper got stuck at my entry point, and my husband was just opening the door and closing it really slowly to see why it's behaving weird, and every single cat came to look as well. Yes, the door, the entry point. The door is the entry point. My front flaps, yes. I don't need to make sense with all the words that I'm saying. And he's like, no, it was a door. It's not an entry point. And I'm like, it's an entry point, goddammit. The Santa Monica Baron has a split personality.
She's undoubtedly Malkavian. Or should I say, they are undoubtedly Malkavian.
Other than that, I really haven't seen anything extraordinary.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air. Like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular.
Don't worry, apparently Los Angeles just always felt like dread and pressure.
Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one, and be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Very likely, so like 90%, not like 100, right? Night, Beckett. Have a good sleep. I'm just imagining Beckett being like that annoying atheist that just breaks into parties in order to debunk them or something. Hi!
Nice work, Cupcake.
Oh, thank
I
you.
felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Thanks. Do you know someone named Beckett?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
I spoke with him.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
Condition, you say? I have some questions for you.
What do you need?
Have you heard anything about the serial killer?
Those murders are definitely the work of kindred. Probably some caitiff getting revenge on everyone who made fun of him in high school. Once the sheriff tracks this guy down, they're gonna make one hell of an example of him.
You want me to let you out? I know. The newest adoptive cat was homeless for a while. It's not entirely used to being in my room, so sometimes he's awkward, so he'll approach me and go, and you're like, what is it, cat? And okay, I'll let you out, cat. It's all fine. I understand. Caitiff?
Caitiff are just riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society. Don't know their clan. Mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened.
I'm sorry, I had a sire that was waiting for me to wake up. I don't think that was gonna happen.
Sure.
Okay. The only clans that I can select are the regular clans. I suppose nobody knows what I am.
Well, they get a bad rap if you ask me. Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge, but when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat.
Thank you for your time, bye. I wonder, because,
What do you need?
actually, I'm just
Like what?
I'm just gonna see if any of the
Clans are just bloodline.
if any of the clans actually correspond to my character. Because if they programmed the new clans on top of the old ones, I'm not entirely sure if they've disabled the lines.
They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt. Sure. Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to. Sure. Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me. That was just silly vampire politicking, Cupcake. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
Did you know that they were the same person?
I had my suspicions. What an interesting specimen. But a pain in my dead ass for sure.
That sounded a lot more vicious than a pain in your ass.
Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens.
I think you have a thing for drama queens.
Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Camarillas moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
Are you not cut out for the job?
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
That's more than I counted. Interesting. Anyway,
Sure, Cupcake. It's war out there after all. You should know all you can about the different sides.
I don't think that I actually correlate to a in-game clan. From appearance-wise, I would say that we're most likely Gangrel. Good question! Friggin' hell. So we have Therese. We have him, right? So that is 2. We have me. I'm not entirely sure if I officially count or not, but we do have me. And that's it? Was he counting Therese and Jeanette separately? Because now there's only one anyway? I'll drive. I'll tell you when mood hits me. Yeah. But then we also assuming that he's counting me. Because without me, there's 2. There's 2 and just like some drifter thin bloods. He did say that some caitiff taking revenge most likely, so maybe he's counting him in?
Let's take it and leave it.
But there's more than... There's like 6 thin bloods. I don't think that he counted them at all. Or was it 4? E, his girlfriend, chick that has visions, the guy that wrote the play for Hollywood, and the one that wanted to kill the head about 5. There's 5 of them over there.
Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet.
I do appreciate that their models are a lot more unique in the anti-tribu mod.
Leave. There's 3 of us, Rodriguez. Yeah. 3 of us. What are you gonna do? Shoot us? This ain't over.
Now, downtown has a questionable amount of vampires.
You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody and lives.
We have the tower. So,
Trouble sure seems
we
to
have
like
LaCroix, we have his sheriff, but then we have like a whole ass floor
Good
just
effort.
filled with Ventrus working for him, so
Execution needs a
he
little work.
has at least 20,
He looks
30
like
people
shit.
directly underneath him,
Name's
right?
Nines.
I'm thinking, then he has a bar, and there's the black dude, the chick, Jack, him. And with this mod, like some rabble outside, so... maybe 10. Let's say that's maybe 10. If they have, like, helping NPCs, then you have... Mr. Strauss. That has a chantry. And normally it's all for himself, but... There's like 2 extra vampires in there right now. But you have to assume that you wouldn't open a chantry if you were entirely alone. That would not make sense. So you would assume that that place has to have vampires being serviced. Serviced is such a dirty word. I make it sound like he's giving off handjobs in there. So that's that. Well, we have the plague bearers, but like not for long. We have Pishra that's underneath the thing, but also not for long. I think that's about all downtown vampires, but that makes it for like a population of, if we're being generous, probably like 50, which is definitely a lot better than the population of Discounting Me 2. Thank you for your help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. Bunch of shovelheads like that. They walk tough, but they scare easy. Just tear an ear off or something.
I remember you from the court.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll do just
This
that.
is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Ow! Jesus! No! Bad! What are you doing? I mean, I appreciate the game involving me into the fight, but that was very scary. I did not expect that. I was gonna say that Hollywood has also fuck all vampires, but then I have to remember that there's a questionable amount of them in the sewers. We don't actually know how many Nosferatus there are. I don't think that this is the way to the... This is probably the way to the bar. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I might as well give Maximilian a poke. Ah! The perpetually painting staring lady. I wonder if she's doing like something actual whenever I leave. But then like when I come in, she's like, oh, gotta act inconspicuous. Let me just stare at the painting real fast. Also, that is a gargoyle. It's not normally there. There's a class of 33 students. How many variations are possible when selecting the class monitor and his deputy? So 33 times 32.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
I'm assuming you are?
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What is exactly a chantry?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
You know, I would love an unhinged run where you can flirt, persuade, and intimidate absolutely everybody. Because I literally just would like to scroll up to every single character, like, hello there! Seduction! And you're the regent, what is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Can you tell me about the mysteries?
I'm sorry, Neonate. The secrets of the Tremere clan are hidden from all but those who share our blood. You would do best not to look into them any further.
Yeah, but like... What if I fucked you? Don't suppose that would work? Okay, what can you tell me?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
I am doing this through the beautiful notion of networking, which I am currently doing, my man, by asking you. I appreciate the advice.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Yeah? Why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Maybe I could look into that epidemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do it. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Well, again, I recommend speaking with the anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
I mean, you're also reveling in the vices of your former lives. It's just that it happens that your former life was boring. I bet you were into books. You seem to be definitely standing in a book sort of room. I don't think that they just kind of pulled the peasant out of the hay bale to, you know, turn into a vampire. I don't think that Tremere do that, no, do they? Have a couple more questions for you.
What is it you would like to know? The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
Can I ask a couple questions about the Camarilla?
What else would you like to know?
What do you think about LaCroix?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
It's alright, you can trust me. What is your true opinion of him?
Well, without saying too much, I think that Sebastian LaCroix lacks the usual discretion necessary to be a prince. I see in him a lust for power that overshadows his responsibility to the Camarilla.
Perhaps you would do a better job.
No, young one. I aspire not to such lowly heights. My only interests are those of my clan and the Camarilla.
In that order?
You will do well in this new life, young one. That I can see already.
I hope so.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Are all vampires a part of the Camarilla?
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla. And the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
Independent clans? Now that is a odd answer. I don't think that there were independent clans in V20. Wait a minute, the Giovanni would be. Fair enough, the necromantic factions would have counted as independent clans. Oh, good thing that Nines was there to help me out.
Ah, yes. The infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
Why are you telling me this? You are probably right.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla.
Why do you look so angry?
As it is,
what's with your eyebrows?
Thorn in LaCroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
Alright, your and the prince's purpose is the same?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a...
Well, I suppose if you don't use them, they atrophy.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Aren't anarchs in the Camarilla?
The anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
It was like shit. I can feel the Botox setting in over the ears. I need to use all of my facial muscles when I talk. Otherwise, I may just lose them and become stone. Yep. I like him. Shame I can't flirt with him. I totally would try. He would not be interested. I don't care. An interesting observation.
What else would you like to know?
Nothing.
Of course.
I just didn't want to be rude. So then, 33 times 32. Wrong way. Okay. Wrong way. I need to find that door with the friggin' number code on it. There are wikis that guess that he's involved with VV. Mostly because of that blowy kissy scene at the start. But I think that was just VV being VV. I did not know that all by myself, by the way. I did Google it. I am blonde and I don't do math manually anymore. So I'll take that. You can have Alice's diary and driver's license and a bail bond. And just in case you really wanted to stake someone, I don't mind you giving this as well. Math is hard. Not impossible, but hard. So you said research, right? What is my research at? Not good enough. There we go. I can has become a smarters. That is like overlook on gargoyle. I will keep this book. For I will be making a gargoyle of my own. Hope nobody minds. And I have a gargoyle body, I have some werewolf blade, I have a book on gargoyle, and now I need a gargoyle amulet thingy, but that will come later. And I will have gargoyle to take care of. You see, I'm not looking into Tremere's secrets, I'm just utilizing them. That is a very weird thing to do, my dude. I hope you don't mind, I'm just gonna be very visible. Yeah. Stonecutter. It seems that there is something unusual in that mysterious Gimbals prosthetics place worth checking out if you're not afraid. However, I've heard from somebody that it's not this werewolf blood, but there's like an extra pocket of werewolf blood somewhere inside the chantry. But I haven't found it. So it may be that it's impossible to complete that quest because I'm very shit at completing it. But it can be done. So this is entirely on me. That's not the bar. That is the bar. Oh, it's so cute. Look how tiny it is. With this doofus in the helmet and like people over here.
If it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
Funny. Is Nines around?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your weapon. I'll be the one showing your actions to you.
Yeah, right. Got a few minutes to talk? None of this vampire shit makes sense to me.
You're carrying a 6,000-year curse.
He is subscribing to a young Earth. You know, it's funny. There was like something like several 100,000 years between the first few people that Cain supposedly tried to embrace, that just like rejected him and committed suicide, and the 13, which means that this mythology does not subscribe to young Earth, but Skelter is subscribing to young Earth. Yeah, I never found the fridge. I don't know where it is. Oh, right. So like upstairs. I should try and break into that. Curse?
That blood is a tangle of chains that's going to leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
You think so?
Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call.
How can we break free?
That shit stretches all the way back to some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream.
Then why tell me that? Who's King?
brother Adrian was cursed by
Somebody's very Christian in here.
blood of his children. Some heavy shit, sister.
Our world's a bit worse by this point. Like, if I was speaking to a conspiracy theorist in 2022, which I do from time to time because people are weird, I would be receiving worse things than this. You mean Cain from the Bible? Really? That's true?
Keep your voice down. Is Cain real? I don't know. Not sure.
Is Cain the Bloody Mary? Like, if you yell his voice, like, if you... Have you tried chanting his name in front of the mirror 3 times? Does he appear and go boo? I hear you, but where are you going with this?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
I thought you just said that there's nothing we can do. But you agree about the masquerade?
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla lady. Other than that, I ain't got no problem. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Amen!
You know, speaking of the masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Tell me about it.
There's this girl who's making a lot of noise lately.
That was a very natural transition. I'm happy that I didn't just ask for... what was it? For work. Because that was a very nice transition there. What? Aliens created vampires! What's her name? I read all the old books of Annie Rice. But then she wrote 1 or 2 that I haven't. And like, there was like Atlantis, one on Atlantis. I definitely did not read that one, so I don't actually know if vampires were made by aliens. Doesn't she understand she's gone?
She's been told he was dead. Don't listen. Just ask to get loud.
Oh! That's weird. I mean, the 4th one was about a body snatcher, but that was Mr. doing magic. I'm trying to remember the next ones. Like, the first 3 are good. Then you have Body Thief. Let me just Google that. Annie Rice books. I need to remind myself of them, right? All books in order, there we go. So, Interview with the Vampire, that's the original story. That's pretty nice. Vampire Lestat and Queen of the Damned is like a singular story on how one of them wants to become a rock star. Then the Tale of the Body Thief is the one where he swapped bodies with a human. Memnoch the Devil is the one where a witch seduces Louis, I think. The Vampire Armand. I might be misremembering as well because there's also Merrick. I literally don't remember the one from the 1995. That was how memorable it was. The Vampire Armand is really boring. Don't remember it anymore. Merrick, something to do with the same witch, I assume. Blood and Gold, another one that's really boring. Unless you really like reading about Russian plains with snow and eggs. Blackwood Farm is the one that involves another vampire that was turned by a hermaphrodite, but also like he's blonde and he had a twin brother that died at like infancy, and he was haunting him ever since, and also he can't like read, so like he is extra dumb But dumb is good apparently, like, because he is smart, but he is also extra dumb. So yeah. Blood Canticle, Red did not remember. And Aspiration Plains with snow and eggs. And then let's see. What else did she write? Prince Lestat and the Realms of Atlantis, and Blood Communion, A Tale of Prince Lestat. Jesus Christ, that last 3 books just sound like the same thing 3 times over. But don't remember, haven't read them. What do I mean I don't remember? Obviously I don't remember, so out of all of the books, I remember the first 4, and then the quality tanks so severely that I completely forgotten, which should be everything that you need to know. No, it was Lestat and the Realms of Atlantis. Prince Lestat and the Realms of Atlantis. Harry Potter and Atlantis. So that would be a conspiracy theory. Son, what kind of heat are you talking about? Vampire Hunters, man! This music is so weird. Alright, so about your little problem with Patty. I'll do it.
Alright, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know it's silent. Just let me know when it's done.
Oh, but his ego is sexy. I mean, in a pretty bad way, but still, like, he loves himself. And he tells women to get dressed because otherwise it is their fault that he's attracted to them. So like, that's what I remember about it. But like, she wrote a very sexy, full of himself. She wrote the Toreador. She legitimately just wrote the Toreador.
Showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times.
Oh yeah. I got... Another thing that I remember from Lestat is that when he swapped bodies, he found the act of eating food really gross, especially spaghetti with meatballs. I think that's just the same story from 2 perspectives. Does the fact that 3 ending books are called Prince Lestat just makes me think that she's like, oh yeah, I wrote that one character that sold well, can I milk it? Go on.
You got a right to know the score. In Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old timers at the top with God only knows what plots.
I'm totally listening.
They sired more to carry out their plans, and looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about their mess. And it works out to exist. Only a few people at the top having any real power.
Got it. Are you part of Camarilla?
Them's fighting words, maybe. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be, which is...
I do like the fact that somebody like approaches him and like asks a question that they genuinely do not know an answer to. And he's just all like, right, it's pummeling. You were at the trial, isn't the prince the leader of all LA kindred?
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just a guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming the king son of a bitch of all the local camps. Him and any other traitors that side with the can want power here, they'll get what's due.
So what are you all about?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
I'm not pro-communism, but I understand what he's saying. He's effectively saying, the best that I can do is run this bar. So the Camarilla is new, Tole?
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Sounds like you're the Prince of Anarchs.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced.
Cool! I've been embraced like a week ago. Nobody explained me shit. Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
I don't know where you're pointing right now. You're just kind of showing me your teeth. Not a fan of the prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen,
I mean, he's not wrong. I just wouldn't try to claim a state. One more question. Any advice you can give me?
Here's what I tell all the new guys. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. If you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slay the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Can you teach me how to fight?
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah. I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this. Keep your body in an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Yeah. Out? Isn't it more likely to break your thumb if it's out? I don't actually know. Well, thank you, Knights. I think I'm gonna trust you.
So keep your friends close and your enemies in the barbecue. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. You want my eye on you, kid.
Okay. I suppose he really wants to recruit me. Anyway. Why do you ask?
Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would stop trying his men long enough to get her back, Jack?
What's your problem?
Oh, you want to know what my problem is? Alright, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get.
What alternative do I have?
You want an alternative? Being here. That's a step in the way.
Then why are you yelling at me? This is a very weird recruitment strategy. Don't know about LaCroix, but I'm cool with Nines though.
Hey, Kenny. I don't apologize often, but it's just with all the shit that's been going down lately. And on top of it, this plague bearer getting the CDC's attention, maybe I misjudged you on something.
Plague bearer?
A plague bearer's a pendant. It doesn't care who they feed from. Now I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. And they get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So what you're telling me is that in 2022, every vampire around the world has long COVID. How do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary.
What if I said no?
2 and 2. As to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
The nerds helped me out before. Where do I start?
One of our boys' rules, name's Paul. Lives nearby in the Stein Apartments. In a stranger. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get there, but maybe he'd be annoyed by it eventually.
I'll go check it out.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
Sounds like a bag of laughs. Maybe I'll get to. What's wrong with my character?
Yeah?
Tell me about Smiling Jack.
Jack's Jack. Kind of a legend amongst anarchs. There's not an anarch in the world who wouldn't stand a rock star Jack. Even Camarilla doesn't mess with him.
So imagine when Jack comes into their bar and they're like, "Ooh, it's Jack! Guys, Jack's in our bar!" I wonder if they ever like run to the toilet like, Stacy, I gotta tell you something. Jack's in our bar. Really, I had no idea. Jack's one of the cooler people I met.
Been around a long time.
Stacy, I got to chat with Jack. Yeah, thoughts on LaCroix?
Who the hell does he think he is coming into town claiming Camarilla authority over the city? We kicked them out 60 years ago.
Were you even here 60 years ago? You know, maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea considering that everything's collapsing right now. Had no idea that Tanner's been in control for so long.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Camarilla?
It's a sham. A pyramid scheme. Nothing but musty.
Everything is, including your place, but that's fine.
Own ass alive for one more century. You think you have any real power in the camp? You're kidding yourself.
Nobody has real power anywhere.
You'd be better off without them. You'll see.
Are you eliminating them for me? Because that sounded vaguely threatening. I'm gonna go now. You do the murdering thing over there. Hi! Everybody even gave you your own corner, which is interesting. And these people kind of started approaching me with guns, and that was pretty weird.
Look what the street chased in.
That sounded very serious. What do you want to talk about?
Whoa. Slow down there, kid. You're not reporting for duty here, so loosen up, okay? We're just chatting. Comprende?
That also sounded sort of threatening. I just haven't read a primer on vampire etiquette. You could say that, yes? I mean, normally just LaCroix, like, there's not that many of them. I ran into nines. How come he keeps on helping me?
He was left sireless too. I don't know, maybe that's it. He's got a thing for the little guy.
How do you think Sabat found me?
Someone must have put a word out. Here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see if you think. What if the prince got the word out to Sabat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse?
Imagine having like a big weapon on your hands, but you keep on also trying to prematurely destruct it just in case it turns on you. So like, to make sure that you don't have a weapon in your arsenal, because that is LaCroix. He's kind of trying to self-sabotage. I think that's possible. Why would LaCroix help Sabat? I could see that.
That's how the Camarilla works, kiddo. Trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries.
Yeah, but I don't think you were never Camarilla. I don't think... Were you ever Camarilla, Jack? That's what I call dirty politics.
The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. Because Prince LaCroix said so.
You don't follow his rules?
Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a secret funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an accident.
But that's where the treasure is! Why was I sent to Santa Monica?
Because you never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
Why did you want to kill me?
It's bullshit Camarillo law. You gotta get in the groove before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
Oh, I mean... you can't have infinite vampires, and considering that apparently, like, there's a considerate amount of vampires, like 1 per 10,000 people or something, that... there's a considerable amount of vampires, like, it's in millions. So how come I'm still standing here?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Vets were born in the courtroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
You're not into public relations, Jack?
Yeah, man. It's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes.
I mean, I suppose normally the population culling happens whenever all the ancients awake and kind of just go on the rampage for a while, and then it starts all over again. Is LaCroix afraid of Nines?
LaCroix is the boss of Camarilla in LA. That's it.
Oh no, every vampire is transmitting 5G, stay away. Yeah, I think he got a Napoleon thing going on.
Facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy their bullshit for any of their laws.
Yeah, that's how society works in general.
They didn't rule the hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a plain nice show everyone how great they are, so all just jump on board.
It's not working?
Kid, we lived in California. Some of us for over 100 years and kicked the Camarilla's ass in a
I hope that you're no longer in California. I heard it's getting worse and worse by the year. Who's we?
free living dead, you know. A lot of people like to use the label anarchist.
Should I gift you a dictionary, Jack?
Sure thing, kiddo. Fire away. What's on your mind?
I wanted to find a way to stop talking now. Why do you keep on looking like you want to hit me? I don't trust you. I like Jack, but I hate the fact that all I can ask him is very boring topics. Give me something new, like what do you think about Gehenna? What do you think about the elders? Hey, can you tell me a story about the time when you were at sea? I wanna try and see if I if I can break into the place upstairs in here. No, I can't. God damn it. Don't actually know how people get into there outside of, well, no clipping through a wall. So that's a pretty shitty place to put werewolf blood. There we go. Kind of feels like you need to be of a specific clan or something. Just how it normally is. am gonna save right here. And actually, let us see, can we buy a thing from you? Because I would love an outfit change.
Baby girl, I saw you come from down the street and I started praying to the Lord to find it in his heart to send you to me. And hallelujah if he didn't come through for me. Welcome to
I love this guy.
Trucker Man. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me,
oh God!
But you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause there's more of me to love.
You got in the truck.
Now, that is a legitimate question, but a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? Cause at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
Gotta sell me something.
Now that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, you know, business.
Show me your merchandise. Want some clothes? Thank you. That was very expensive, actually. Whoa. Would you like my drugs? You can have a water pipe. Do we look any better? That is the question. Ooh. Okay. I mean, that looks very brouhaha. Or gangrel-esque. Considering that I'm wearing teeth. And I dig running around like this a lot more than wearing really, really weird tights. Like tights with snakeskin. That's definitely the only way that my sire has selected me. Anyway, I'm gonna be stopping with the stream here. I will most likely return next week. So after New Year's. I might, maybe on Sunday. I'll see. So there is that possibility, but like, it's not super likely. So thank you for watching. And actually, Sunday is already New Year's. So see you in 2023. Toodaloo.